For what a look that is. Terminator glasses in the bath. By the way, these Terminator glasses are blue light locking glasses. It's nifty for this time of the year. Help you get sleep and all. There have been some studies saying they help mood as well. Well, I'm sure that's just a product of sleep. But in any case, why don't I spend this evening, the next 10 minutes or so, unloading crap, moaning and bitching. Is bitching a sexist word? I don't know. So at work, at the moment, the last couple of months has been cool. I've moved into a new product area for what I'm doing, which is negotiating. God, I'm actually talking about my job for the first time ever and every year. Negotiating is the master agreement, so I've got a new product area. And it's been all good, because my job had been afforded a great deal of autonomy, and relative to what I was doing previously, it's less sort of being pestered the whole time. For me, I'm fine with volume of work. What pisses me off and what I'm not so good at is when I was being peppered with little bitty shitty questions here and there. Recently, in the last couple of weeks, I've been put on something, a project which has essentially doubled my workload, at least, and has been, I'm just being constantly peppered by emails and requests and calls, and I can't spend half an hour doing a piece of work, and it's just pissing me off. And I'm like, it looks like I'm just going to be like this for the next month at the very least. And I'm just dealing with other people the whole time So this is, I suppose, a test. This is a time to test my, for want of a better word, resilience. No, not for want of a better word. Let's actually find a better word, because I hate the word resilience. Of my skill in navigating stress. While I'm doing my meditation, all that kind of shit, Alexander technique, can I bring that to my desk? This is the big question. And the answer today was big, fat, resounding no. I was lost in emails, my head was all over the place, I wasn't thinking straight. I suppose this is, in some respects, the natural result of literally having not much of an option but to just have your attention moving in lots of different directions. But no, let's not admit defeat like that. This is a challenge. It's time for me to step up and stop whinging about it. Show that I can keep my head in more difficult scenarios. So how am I going to do that? First thing I think is to be more militant about taking breaks. What I've realised is that it's almost like stress is kind of addictive. Since you get into that state, I exaggerate because I'm actually not that bad, but you get into that state and then you're just on that state and your brain's not working properly, and you know that if you just took a few breaths, if you stop for a while, you'd get better, but you don't do it. You keep going along this fight, whipping yourself up in this cocktail of adrenaline and cortisol, and I suppose that addiction pattern is just habit, something I learned from where I was working previously, and it's not helpful. So taking more time to ground myself, do the big pieces of work where possible. Try not to open my inbox too much. I mean, I literally must have received about 400, that's a complete exaggeration. Like hundreds of emails today, and it's like every time you open your inbox you have to look at like 50 different emails and file them all. It's a load. Anyway. However, let's lift the positive. Today, I had a really phenomenal morning meditation. I listened to some really good music. I downloaded some wicked music from Jay Dilla, new album that came out, and I've been banging through his other stuff, really good stuff. And I had a nice little dance as well in the morning, did a couple of songs, really went for it, it felt awesome. What else on the positive side? Wrote my diary, that was fun. Cycling to and from work is always a privilege. I had some nice food. I always eat nice food every day. I went to the gym, that was amazing. I actually realised today that it's like, I see how this works. You whip yourself up into this stressy state from working, and then you need to let that out in the gym. Oh my god, today I was fucking on fire in the gym. Like, all this inertia that's been plaguing me of late was evaporated. I think to the extent that my nervous tension kind of dissipated. Of late, recently I just haven't had that nervous tension, which makes me want to go let loose and kind of release that tension. So there wasn't that tension to let loose, but today there absolutely was. And there's a real sort of high that I got from it. It was a fucking orgasm, really amazing. But I see now that orgasm is impossible without its opposite, which is the whipping yourself up into a stress state. I just think that orgasm, that gymgasm, is really a high. It's addictive. It's a real potent hormonal cocktail. So I suppose that's a nice balance to this crap. Also went to a talk today on stress and productivity, which was shit. I'm being incredibly arrogant here, but all these talks I go to by resilience experts, whatever, doctors, they have no sincerity, no originality. They just blindly go through the same set of slides saying exercise, sleep, like here's a mindfulness exercise, like question your thoughts, like do you need to think this, be positive, all this shit which is like obviously what you should do, but people like it's focusing on the outside rather than the inside. Given by some woman who, she's giving out health and diet advice, and she's fucking obese. Sorry. Now I'm in that mood. Like, this stuff is shit. I really think I could do a better job than these guys. I think I genuinely think if I had an hour, did an hour talk, I would be far more captivating than pretty much all of the people I've seen do like hour-long talks, and these guys do it for their job. It's so uninspiring, and like the resilience world in the corporate world is like it's building and growing, but it's for me it's a load of fluff. Like it's there's no conviction, there's no sincerity, creativity. What I'd want to see is from someone who's delivering this stuff is someone who, really cares about and is interested in their stuff, rather than someone who is delivering a presentation like it's a job, like a job thing that they have to do. Anyway, but it was interesting to at least see don't know how those things work, and I suppose it gives me confidence. I suppose that I can actually do this better than a lot of people. So that's anyway. What else? I left work at 7, which is like not great, but far better than it was in my old days. Took a mini qigong break. I wish I could. More breaks would have been good. No, it's the moral of the story. More breaks equal good. It's just we need to be really disciplined about it, not getting lost in multitasking. So this is a chance. This is an opportunity for me to display my skills in staying together. Today I did it okayly. There were lots of times I also checked my breathing and blah blah blah. But wow, there's a lot more here. If I could be like genuinely level-headed in these kind of scenarios, in these kind of days, then I would be a fucking G. Like, I think I would have then be like, I could then be like, I've cracked it. Like, I can do this. I can really, really help people. Because with all these like resilience people who come in, therapists, whatever, who speak to lawyers, I'm like, these guys don't have a fucking clue about the intensity, they don't have the first-hand experience of what these guys are going through, of like quite the extent of it, you know? Whereas I have that. And if I can navigate that among the most difficult scenarios, then I really have a deep inner sense of confidence in what I'm doing. You know what else is fucking lovely? The fact that I come home and I know that there's a lovely cushion waiting for me to meditate on, and that like I'm really looking forward to it, and I know with 100% certainty that it's going to be a really, really enjoyable 45 minutes or so. Like, that is good. There are actually lots of things in my day that are going well. Whereas sometimes in the past, I remember you've had days where you're like, it's all shit. It's all shit. You go to bed and you're like, there's nothing there. Also got a good weekend lined up, and the thing is, I am not going to work this weekend because I am not working in private practice at a law firm. This is good news. So stop whinging, Ben. Goodbye. Oh, this was quite helpful, I think. This is funny, like all this like little cortisol-y stuff running around my system. Before just sitting down and just farting it, vomiting it out. Toodles.